Yo, what's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and this Saturday we have the fight night. Johnny Walker taking on Zhang. And here are my predictions for every fight on the main card, starting with Kiefer Crosby taking on Tailaki Nuriraji, making his UFC debut. And I'm gonna go with Tailaki Nuriraji. I think he's got some clean Muay Thai. He's got some great knees, great elbows. His hands aren't the cleanest, but at the same time, I don't think that Crosby's are the cleanest either. He does have some good form. He does have some kicks here and there, but overall, I think that he's not going to be on the level of Nuriraji on the feet, and I think there's too many weapons for him. And I think eventually in the second round, he's going to get dropped and stopped with a knee to deliver. Then we have Sue Madaraji taking on Kevin Borjas, and I'm going to go with Kevin Borjas by decision. I think that Kevin Borjas is a really skilled fighter. He's great on the feet. He does a lot of good work with his 1-2s, with his jab. He does have some good defense as well, and he has some good pop in his hands. He was able to drop and hurt a guy like Joshua Van several times, and we know how good Joshua Van is, and I think he's just going to be the slightly better striker in this one and the more powerful one, and I think he's going to edge out a 29-28 decision victory. Then we got Sergey Pavlovich taking on Waldo Cortes Acosta, and when this first got announced, I was like, man, Sergey Pavlovich is going to knock him out, but then I was like, started watching some of Waldo's fights, and I'm like, I think he's going to win this fight. Like a lot of people said he lost to Sergey Spivak, but I actually thought he won the first round. He won the second, and in the third round, there was this weird moment where he might have been playing possum, or maybe he got rocked. It was weird, but I thought he won the fight. I don't think it was robbery or anything. I feel like he's got a great jab. And one thing about his jab is he knows how to stay defensive with it as well. He understands positioning really well with the jab. And also he's got some fast feet, to be fair. And yeah, he's able to get out of the way of shots. He's got good reaction time. And Sergey Pavlovich, they struggle a little bit with Curtis Blades' jab. I know he ironed out Curtis Blades in the round, but before that, Curtis Blades was setting him up with a jab, and Sergey didn't really have too much of an answer for it. And I feel like Waldo has a faster jab than a guy like Curtis Blades, and I think he's the much better defensive fighter than Curtis Blades, a lot more durable as well. And Sergey Pavlovich, and even against Volkov, he was getting out jab like it was nothing. Like he was getting his busted up. He was bleeding all over the place. He couldn't defend a jab, and he just didn't look good. And even against Rosenstruck, that was a very slow fight. It didn't really live up to the hype. Like I thought it was gonna be like someone's gonna get knocked out, but both guys were really gun shy, and they were training partners, so that's fair. But overall, I feel like Pavlovich, ever since that Aspinall fight, hasn't been quite the same. He needs some confidence back. He might get it here, but I don't think he will. I feel like the salsa boy, Waldo, is pretty fast. He's got some good boxing, and he's not going to stand in front of Sergey waiting to get knocked out. He's also going to throw some kicks in there. And Pavlovich has a very wide stance, and I think he's going to get his calf chopped out. And I could see Waldo Cortes Acosta winning every round here. I think he's going to win a 30-27 unanimous decision victory. But moving on to what should be the main event, it's actually the co-main event. It's Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. And I wanted to pick Brian Ortega, but I think I'm going to go with Aljamain Sterling getting this done. And this is 5 rounds, so I don't know if it's going to go all 5. But I feel like Ortega is good enough on the ground, and I don't think Aljamain Sterling is going to knock him out. So I think Aljo is going to win himself a decision victory here. I think he's going to win a 49-46 unanimous decision victory, just controlling Ortega on the ground, watching out for those submissions, especially for those guillotines from Ortega, because he's got some nasty guillotines off of whenever his opponents shoot double legs on him, so he's very fast at getting those. But what really made me pick out Aljamain Sterling is seeing Brian Ortega at the weigh-ins. I mean, he's looked like he's had a terrible weight cut. He didn't even get close to making featherweight, and they just moved it to a catch weight. If you see it, the face-offs, it looks like Brian Ortega has been to hell and back, and he does not look healthy at all. He does not look good. It's worrying. And even in his last fight against 2 fights ago, when he was supposed to fight Diego Lopez, I believe it was at UFC 302 or 303, he was supposed to fight Diego Lopez, but he missed weight. He couldn't fight. They changed the weight up to higher weight and he still couldn't make the weight. So Danny stepped up, and Ortega is a lightweight at this point. But I think that Aljamain Sterling has got some really good grappling. He's strong in this weight class. I thought he could have beaten Movsar if you really look at it. But yeah, Aljo did great. And I think he is going to beat Brian T. City Ortega. And then in the main event, Johnny Walker is going to get knocked out in the first round by Zhang Mingyang. This guy has no chin anymore, and Zhang Mingyang is good in the pocket. He's got some power, good elbows, good left hook, and I think he's going to drop Walker and put him to sleep in the very first round. But thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.